This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for January 12th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday. We have a time for change call tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. It fills up pretty quick, so you might want to get there a little early. Even people getting earlier sometimes have difficulty getting on. So we're going to go into even more information, sharing with the civilization on the origins of many different things. So, which is good at this time with the transition of the people of this planet. Understanding that each of us bring great happiness to others. The day that you were born, you made someone smile. And you giggled and played with that little grasshopper on the leaf and smiled because the warm sunshine was nice on your skin. You made someone very happy. And this was just your first few years. You were the cause of many joyous moments in other people's lives all throughout your childhood, and you didn't even know it. You still don't know it, as many have never told you or were too shy to show you. Yet, whatever little quirky thing you did made them squeal with happiness inside. It's good to know you are not responsible for making anyone happy. It is just not your job. You would never want to succeed in such an endeavor, as it would create too much pressure on yourself. Your simple existence, your heart, your light inside your being is what enables others to awaken and rediscover happiness in their lives. Just keep allowing yourself to be in touch with your simple, soft, sweet presence today. This will allow others to find peace and a lightness within themselves again. Your simple appreciation for this moment of this amazing universe will make somebody wake up and start to grin from ear to ear. There is a great gift in spreading a loving, peaceful presence. It brings out even more connection within those who feel they are lacking and missing something in life. As long as you keep on giving it away, you'll keep on getting it back. Even if you think all of this is in your imagination and not real. Just realize that it is real once you are feeling and experiencing on the inside. Remember something, that the soul is never tired. Your soul's never tired. When you want nothing, seek nothing, expect nothing, then the supreme state will come to you uninvited and unexpected. Nisargadatta. An infinite source of energy is all around you right now, each and every one of us. Now, you may not be aware of it because you may be paying attention to your mind and all the other super important things it's focusing upon. Yet, there is a source of divine, powerful consciousness, intelligent, electric energy here that they call our soul. And when you have full access to it, you can create anything you want in this life. First, you must be willing to stop leaking your energy by following all of the 60,000 plus thoughts passing through your head each day, and simply be present to this inexhaustible connection that is within your innermost being. It is ironic that one could so easily miss experiencing this great power inside, as this divine energy is closer to us than our next thought, breath, and heartbeat. Yet, if we try to find our soul using the mind, it simply won't work. We will overlook it because the mind is too small, logical, and narrow to truly comprehend and contain this vast multidimensional spiritual energy. Now, your soul can only be found by surrendering the mind. When you open yourself to having a deeply intimate and personal connection to the greatest loving, healing, forgiving, and accepting energy you can imagine, then your soul connection comes rushing in. It's not that the soul could ever leave you. It is always here now, connected to all the energy, intelligence, and consciousness throughout the universe. It is always plugged into an infinite source of love and creativity. Your soul lives in a palace of peace, abundance, and true happiness about everything. For this eternal energy is the very foundation of its core. Once we let go of the mind completely, we see our suffering goes away with it, and we feel this infinite connection to an energy that has no end to it. Your soul has no beginning and no end, and so it cannot enter a state where it could lack energy, since it has an infinite supply of life energy bubbling up from its core. The soul can never be tired. The soul doesn't know what it feels like to be lacking anything, as it's always connecting to a direct spiritual line of inexhaustible divine energy. Any form of tiredness or suffering that we experience in this life is because we are living in the mind. We have believed in certain concepts about who we are not, and have forgotten that we are truly this eternal soul. If we look inside our minds, we'll see that we have been fed misguided information along the path and educated by society to believe that we are this body that one day will cease. We have not been taught by the world to believe we are eternal beings. If everyone truly believed this, there would never be another argument, struggle, or war on this planet. We would know only peace of being an infinite energy. If you spend enough time alone in silence and look deep enough inside yourself, you will one day realize that you truly are not this body nor this mind. It won't come from the intellect. It will come from a deeper place inside. You'll watch your thoughts passing through the brain and notice your feelings arising in the body. If you spend enough time alone in silence and look deep enough inside yourself, you will one day realize that you are not this body nor this mind. It won't come from the intellect. It will come from a deeper place inside. You'll watch your thoughts passing through the brain and notice your feelings arising in the body. Yet you will know that who you are is the eternal experiencer who is always in this moment, having some type of life experience. Once we stop becoming so identified with the mind and body, we create space to experience ourselves as the soul, which is connecting to an infinite source of energy. The problem is that the mind tends to strongly believe in certain thoughts, and then the body feels those thoughts to be reality. The mind watches a movie of a violent scene, and the body starts to tense up, contract its muscles, and prepare for the perceived battle. The body is always reacting to the mind with specific sensations, gestures, and emotions. The mind has simply become too involved with the being identified as the body. So we believe that we are those sensations and nothing more. Even though we know deep down that every experience in life will soon pass, the mind gets identified with every thought and experience until it is truly liberated. This is what self-realization is all about. When we realize the truth of who we are, this eternal being who is never attached, never over-identified, never suffers, and can never cease. Then we are free. From this place, it's easy to see how ridiculous it is to get over-identified with anything of this world, and we stop the mind's identification habit in its tracks. It is the most beautiful moment in one's life when there is neither confusion nor certainty. One simply is a mirror reflecting that which is, with no direction to go anywhere, with no idea of doing something, with no future, just utterly in the moment, tremendously in the moment. Osho. To truly transcend the mind, a soft, loving, vigilant awareness is the key. When we can consistently return to the realization that we are the source of pure awareness, that which is untouched and untainted by everything, then our soul starts flooding its eternal source of amazing energy through our body. When the mind and its belief systems are no longer the priority, they stop obscuring the view of the soul who is standing on the peak of the mountain. And we discover that we always were this eternal being. This knowing is what instigates a deep, spiritually liberating experience inside. What's interesting about the mind is that it can be quite stubborn and will attempt to pull you back into its temporal time-bound challenge reality again and again and again. Whenever you try to transcend the mind with using the mind will resist. This resistance is to be expected and welcomed, as it will force you to become stronger and force you to go deeper in your realization of your real soul nature. With practice, relaxing into it, there will come a day when the mind will surrender and give up its relentless, tiresome attempt of being right. You'll find one early afternoon that you truly are free. The mind will have accepted that you truly are an infinite spiritual being, having an occasional human experience, instead of a limited time-bound being, having an occasional spiritual experience. The long, gruesome internal struggle with the mind is essential if we deem our freedom from its worthy and valuable. We deem our freedom from is worthy and valuable. The caterpillar who is about to leave the cocoon must wiggle, squirm, and work hard before its wings are strong enough to support its ability to fly. The newly planted banyan tree seed must be buried deep in the dark, cold dirt, suppressed by the gravity of the heavy, damp earth, in order for it to crack its shell and sprout up to reach the first light of the sun. The birth of every human baby, mankind baby, undergoes a tremendous amount of exertion, which forces it to boost its antibodies and immune system so that it can handle the toxic elements of this world and survive. You'll find that within every birth and life, there is some form of struggle. And it is within this struggle that a deeper connection to spirit is created, which is exactly what every being needs to survive. For this week, is to notice where you are struggling most in your life and welcome that experience fully. Become the caterpillar growing your wings. Don't try to avoid, control, or resist what you're going through, for there is a deeper lesson inside it for you. No matter whether it's the biggest mental, emotional, or physical challenge you've ever had, say thank you to it and dive into the experience and through to the other side. If it gets too intense, just step back from it a bit, take a full body breath, and then notice what emotions the mind has become identified with. You'll soon improve your ability to face anything hiding inside you, no matter how dark or depressing it may be. A good question to ask yourself is, what part of me wishes this situation was different than what it is? What part of you is not embracing this experience, seeing it as a sacred lesson of empowerment on your soul's infinite journey? If you stay curious long enough, you soon will see that your suffering in life is not created from the emotional sensations in the body, yet is in your resistance to the actual experience. A good question to ask yourself is, what part of me wishes this situation was different than what it is? What part of you is not embracing this experience, seeing it as a sacred lesson of empowerment on your soul's infinite journey? If you stay curious long enough, you soon will see that your suffering in life, in this life, is not created from the emotional sensations in the body, yet is in your resistance to the actual experience. The sensation in itself can transform itself and become quite exhilarating and even fascinating if you can get the mind and its judgments out of the way. The greatest advice for you is to be patient and gentle with yourself throughout your process. No matter how many times you forget, never give up on this path of finding your soul and transcending the mind. In time, you will see that every effort you made to get beyond this identity was definitely worth the journey. So enjoy it. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I'm sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is to relax our bodies from head to toe, inside and out. Almost as if you're looking at your body from the outside. Almost looking at it. And you see where the tension and the stress is. You see where the anxiety, fear, worry, whatever it may be, that's causing your body to bunch up. You know, your shoulders, your face, your neck, you know, every part of the body. Only you know where that is harbored or where you store it. So you let it go. You surrender. Is there really anything that you need to keep, to hold on to? Most of it's an illusion. So the body will respond by relaxing. You don't fight it. And the mind might come in and say, oh, no, it's tense. But you don't care to be tense. And so the body from head to toe, inside and out, releases, relaxes, eases. And as you feel it, you'll feel it as a wave over your entire body. Things will just let go, loosen. Don't force it, push it. Just ease into it. So as you're relaxing your body, you move into the now. And the now is the space between heartbeats, moment to moment. We're not in the past, we're not in the future, we're only in the now. And this is important because by going into the now, you leave the mind and the ego. You leave them. You're not in them. You're outside of them. And it can be done effortlessly by being in the now. Focusing only on the moment. That's it. Whatever it is you may be doing. I'm not saying it's easy for most of us because we're so used to wandering and we're so used to embracing most of the thoughts that aren't ours, wandering off into the future or the past. But in the now, in the very moment, in practice, of course, makes perfect. You get to the point where you're an autopilot. You'll automatically move into the now whenever you're wandering with thoughts. Sometimes, we all reminisce. We all have memories and thoughts. We embrace them, and then we move on. We move forward. We don't go into the future that doesn't exist because we know we're creating the future in the now. Some of us, though, will stay in the past so long that we will bring the past into a future that doesn't exist, create that future from that past, and relive that past in that future. That's why so many on this planet feel that they're going nowhere, that they just feel like they're on a hamster wheel. And they keep repeating things, relationships, jobs, whatever it may be. They don't understand why. It's because this is why. They created the future from a past. Some of us will wander into the future. Yeah, we all do it. But then we don't stay there. But then there's those that will stay there and they just wander endlessly, wondering what if, when, and how. And all along, by being in the now, is where the peace is. How do you stay in the now? Your breath. Our breath is divine positive energy. It supports the vessel that holds the kingdom of God. It's very powerful. It relaxes our body. By using the breath, you can relax your body. But only focusing on the breath. You can energize, strengthen, relax, many things. So when these thoughts come in, and when we're pulled in different directions by these thoughts, we'll know immediately that I'll focus on the now. Focusing on the now with my breath will bring me in the now. Every single time. So as you're in the now, and your body is relaxed, and you focus on your breath, the divine positive energy, we look at our bodies, and we look at the center, starting from the tip of our spine all the way up to the top of the head. And in this are 7 energy vortexes, wheels of light. Each one is a flower, different flower. Each one has a geometrical shape different in the center of each flower. And they're all different colors, known as chakras. These are etheric in the physical body. They connect us to the spiritual plane, to the etheric plane. They connect us to the astral plane. They connect us to all that there is. And oftentimes they're ignored by the majority of the civilization. The mind again says, oh, they don't exist. That's just silly stuff. But when you focus and you watch from outside the body, and you take this divine positive energy, your breath, and you merge it with the God Force Love Light energy that's flowing through the center of your body to the top of your head, which is cosmic energy. And you start with the red wheel of light, which is the root chakra, the Muladhara. And the red wheel of light deals with survival and is blocked by fear. And we know that fear is an illusion created by the mind and ego. And it is up to us to embrace it, move energy into form, and to create it into our reality. Then we move to the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana. This deals with pleasure, and it is blocked by guilt. And then we move to the golden yellow wheel of light, the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura, and this deals with willpower, and this is blocked by shame. And then we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the Anahata. This deals with love, and this is blocked by grief. And then we move to the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. This deals with truth, and it is blocked by lies. And then we move to the indigo wheel of light, the third eye chakra, the Ajna. This deals with insight, and it is blocked by illusion. You think about that. How much illusion has blocked us from our insights? The illusion of separation. The illusion of wanting and having. Then we move to the violet wheel of light, the Sahasrara. This is the crown chakra. And it deals with cosmic energy. And it is blocked by ego attachment. So we bring these energies all the way, these frequencies, all the way up to the top of our heads, merging them. And we hold them briefly for roughly 3 seconds. I am light, I am love, I am. And we condense and compress them into pure, liquid, omnipotently powerful energy. And then we release this liquid energy over our pineal gland. Pineal gland is important to all of us while we're in these bodies. It is the gateway to all the particles of existence, to the God source, to pure consciousness and beyond. You see it in your heart, mind, motion picture, however you view it. I view it as a green ball, a rosebud. And when I release this pure liquid energy over it, it immediately expands into a fully bloomed rose, massive, with multicolored petals, and a beautiful, wonderful fragrance. And it's sending out shimmering waves of complete contentment and peace, total stillness, where you desire nothing, you want nothing. You're floating because you then are connected to all the gateways of all existence and all particles of all life, the highest supreme value in the universes. And in reality, you are the particles and the particles are you. Now, once you do this, you're aware. You're consciously aware. You're consciously aware that your body, your soul, your higher self, your spirit, your heart mind, ego mind, God, the pure consciousness, are all one. And you, each of us, are heaven on this earth. Literally heaven on this earth. And every step we take, we create paradise. See that through your heart, mind, motion picture. All billions of gods, consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and of and from the highest, of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, vibrating at that harmonic frequency, knowing that they're heaven on earth through the heart mind, and knowing that every step they take, they are creating paradise, and also knowing that they're flooding the light that they are onto everything. Picture that. See it. This planet will eventually glow with the love that we all are. And I'm not talking about lights, electric lights. I'm talking about us, all of us. This planet will glow. The upper atmosphere will glow with the love that we all are. We have others with us because there's other parts of us. There's other reflections. It's endless. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. And we have the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth. Yahweh, Yeshua. Many, many, many more. And both of them are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. The archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes vibrate at a different frequency than we do. Just so we don't see them like we see each other. But we meet with them in this life more than we know. And it's always leaving us a mention, a message of gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation, and a little bit of the bliss inside of us bubbles to the surface. Now, thousands can surround any one of us at any one time because of their vibrational frequency. They can house a large number in a small area. And they're a reflection of us, a facet, an aspect, as we are them. Ascended masters have mastered ascension into physical form, out of physical form, hold pure consciousness, God form. We have ascended and are mastering ascension into physical form. We create our experiences to perfect our creation, and we are learning and discovering before we decide to leave the body of who and what we are. That we are the light. We don't follow a light. We are the light. So we're literally calling out to all the facets and reflections of all of us. All the light energies and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. Only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the full liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in the forming of the circle of light. And they come in the gigaplexes. One gigaplex fills this universe. They come in trillions of gigaplexes from every direction. And they all are with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth. Only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of this circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the all-fours, galactics, and celestials, not just from this quadrant in this galaxy, but from everywhere, from all the universes, from all the existences. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation of complete liberation of this planet and this civilization on it, in it, above and below it. And we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every day. Trillions travel throughout the universes every day. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with includes all their species, the good, the not so good, the bad. And only those who are consciously aware of who and what they are, in deep eternal love and gratitude. This is all about vibrational harmony and conscious awareness with oneself. And the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians, the Feline, the Zeta Reticuli, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in uncountable numbers, and they're with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they're of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of this circle of light and the complete liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, this meditation, the forming of the circle of light. We're only familiar with a smidgen of them. They come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations of which we have never seen before. And all of them, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and forming the circle of light. Understanding it's our vibrational harmony and our conscious awareness that allows us to gather in this meditation collectively. Now, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the elements, earth, air, water, fire, ether, wood, the Pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. Then they come in the trillions, and they are with us now. And we're all gathered, arm in arm, hand in hand, all of our gods one. And we're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance, prosperity. And we're all one, and we're all God, and we're all love, and our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever, and it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We immediately form a massive circle of light. This light emanates from the God source, the God heart, the God mind, the pure consciousness within each and every single one of us. This light is so bright and brilliant that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take over 1,000 billion suns in this solar system to even compare to its radiance. It floods all of our brothers and sisters on this planet, on it, in it, above it, and below it, eternally, in the deepest of eternal love and the deepest of eternal gratitude, flooding everything in everything head to toe, inside now. And as we begin to levitate above this planet, we move into a ocean of glitter. This glitter are little tiny mirrors, all vibrant, trillions of different colors, reflecting all of us gathered in this meditation. All mirrors, facets, different aspects, teaching, learning, all of us with each other as one, as a collective consciousness. We're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is the column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We are then met with the white fire. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are imbued from head to toe, inside now, perpetually and eternally, with the God Force Love Light energy. It floods us, it is us, it surrounds us and protects us from head to toe. It cannot be affected by any external authority, power, manipulation, deception, dishonesty, hatred, anger. Nothing can harm it. We are protected 24/7. But only you have the power that if you decide, whether consciously or unconsciously, to lower your vibrational frequency into hatred, anger, distrust, manipulation, dishonesty, fear, anxiety, stress, you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow all the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do decide to do it, you are then met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all of the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, send it to pure consciousness where they are gone. We are then met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame, and we can cleanse and purify the area where the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing the breach in our white fire armor and restoring our high vibrational frequency of deep eternal love and gratitude. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the sunsets. We are the sunrises. We are the sun, the sunlight, the rain, the rainbows. We're the trees, the forest. We're the sky, the clouds. We're the snow. We're all the animals. We are the oceans, the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the seas. We are everything. So when you see a sunset or a sunrise or a beautiful vista or a snowfall, and you're in awe of the beauty, you are in awe of you. You're the beauty. See it, feel it. It is you. We continue to levitate above this planet. In doing so, some of us step outside our physical form and float effortlessly above our bodies, if we carry bodies. We come across a massive crystalline light tower that we created. It is larger than the solar system. In the center of it, in the center of the column, there is an oblong sphere. It is multi-bands of beautifully colored, shimmering light rings. In the center is a beautiful golden white, sparkling light, and it's sending out warm waves of mist, saturating all of us head to toe, inside and out. And it is deep eternal love. And we have all the other bands of light doing the same thing, sending gratitude, joy, happiness, bliss, well-being, wealth, prosperity, abundance. And all of them are reflections of the gods that we are. At the top, we designed it so the golden ocean can come cascading down. Now, this golden ocean floods and saturates all of us, inside and out, head to toe, eternally. All of our brothers and sisters, whether they're awake or asleep. And what is this? It is a reflection of the love that is deep within our core, that we all are. Pure, deep, eternal love. We are the drops of this golden ocean, and we hold its essence. The ocean is the drops. The drops are the ocean. The only illusion is separation. We then see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. We all created this sphere almost 3 years ago. It houses close to 1,200 of our meditations in perpetual motion, all of the greatest intent. No expectations, no attachments, no suffering, just pure, deep, eternal love that we send as our meditations into this sphere. All of us gathered every day, hundreds of millions. Intention, the liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, this now. That's exactly what we're doing. Into peace and joy and happiness and real freedom, real joy, with no expectations and no attachments. That's why this sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to expand, and it continues to intensify. Pure, deep, eternal love, pure, deep, eternal gratitude, flooding all existence, starting with this planet, God planet. You feel it through your heart mind. It is you. It is the most beautiful moment in one's life when there is neither confusion nor certainty. One simply is a mirror reflecting that which is, with no direction to go anywhere, with no idea of doing something, with no future, just utterly in the moment, tremendously in the moment. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through the nose. An easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly. When you want nothing, seek nothing, expect nothing, only then the Supreme State will come to you uninvited and unexpected. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, the following morning. We will return here tomorrow at 3 p.m., January 13th, Wednesday, 2021, to continue our Global Guided Meditation call, and tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for our next TFCC.